Now, we all complain in relationships. They're usually not very effective, but we tend to do it. And occasional complaints are okay, but we got to be able to distinguish them from contempt, because a lot of people are expressing contempt, thinking they're just complaining. The complaints are about specific behaviors. I would rather you do this, don't do that. Contempt is about the character, temperament, or personality of your partner. Your right to get your partner to do something seems superior to your partner's right not to do it. It is extremely contagious. That's how it becomes mutual. If one of you develops any mild contempt, the other one's almost certainly going to reciprocate. It's degenerative. In other words, it doesn't get better on its own. It gets worse and worse and worse. You build a habit of it. And it requires one or both of you to sell out the self for a temporary peace. And that's what you tend to do when contempt takes over a relationship. You don't want conflict about everything. So you'll go along a lot of times just to avoid an argument. And then you feel like you're being taken advantage of or selling out who you really are. Now, research has established contempt as a leading cause of relationship demise. It's a potent predictor of divorce. Contempt puts the relationship in the intensive care unit, meaning left on its own, it's going to die. It needs heroic intervention to save it. Now, in contempt, partners are judgmental rather than interested in each other. They're intolerant of disagreement. They won't consider each other's perspective. They attribute malevolent intent to each other. They assume the worst. Until proven innocent, you're absolutely guilty. They regard each other as inferior in some way, intellectually, morally, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. They will display impatience while the other speaks. Tap their fingers, facial grimaces, gritting teeth while the other's talking. Other indicators are sighing or rolling your eyes, dismissive tone, mocking or mean-spirited sarcasm. Those are all indicators of contempt.